Hey, 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 this is the boat doctor. Out here at the big water in the bay. Hey, got a big drum winch with this plow anchor set. You can tell right here we're doing 0. So we're stopped right now. That's one kind of nice thing. I can just anchor out here. There's the buoy. I'm not drifting. I don't have to worry about looking at anything. So anyway, this is a 2022-27 Pacific Explorer. Very nice boat. I got all this set up. I did one update, Tom did an update, and then I did another update through the phone, which you can see here. This is on my telephone, so I hooked up as a guest, but you can hook up, so I did the software update through this. It's called Active Cabin. If you go up into here, you go to Vessels, Active Cabin, you hit that, hit software update. That means I'm all up to date. I didn't do my user data sync and smart notifications because it ain't mine. So when you sign up, you go under owner. Very easy. Your username and password. That's all you have to do. See how it looked popped up on that screen, and you can go back. If you look at that screen there, and let me see. We want to close. There you go. And then we'll go to menu. And we'll go to charts. There you go. See how that changed? Charts. See how it changed the screen to charts? And then if I go home, it's going to take a second, but it'll go home. It did. Went home. So then I'll go under combos. Combos there. I'll go over here. I'll line up this one here. There you go. And it pops it up, and then I can actually transmit. If I want this, I can hit it on my phone, go bigger. Then stop panning. I want to right here, I hit this one right here, and you'll see it spinning up. So if I go to, like, say, back, then that's going to bring this one back. So you can do this all from your phone, your laptop, this Wi-Fi hotspot. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, so then I did the software new, so you're up to date. Everything works great. Got 200s, plenty of power, ladder, walk through entry, T25. I can run the autopilot off of that. There's your wastewater pump out. And then right here's your gas fill. Then over here, the fuel gauge is by the key hot switch up front. Here's your diesel fill and your water right up there. Okay, then we get back here and we added an extra cylinder, and you really should have them. I'd say from 115s on up, you should go to twin hydraulic cylinders. This needs to be cleaned up. Open that up. You should have a switch right here. Where is it? Live well. And that should be pumping. So that's telling me if it ain't pumping, there should be a switch up here. This faucet works. You just turn that. It's on-demand pump. There's no water in there. Live well. And there you go. You have to have that one on in front. And then these do your fish box right here in here. And these are lockable. You get back in here, you got your 10 microns, change those once a year. Battery charger. This is your macerator to pump out your toilet. And then right here's your plug for your charger. Here's your primer bulbs. Your dual auto bilge pumps are down there. And your valve is right here. You read it, overboard, pump. There's your macerator for your, there's your shadow drive for your autopilot. You can just go like this, lock this up, open this. You can get to all your pumps real easy. There's your GH20 or Garmin, a Reactor 40, whatever you want to call it. Wash down, you got to hit the switch for that. These are your fish boxes. There's your for your downriggers, your electric plug. These are empty. Self-bailing. Everything goes in here to a gutter system and goes out. That's your vent. I don't know where your pulley is, but there you go there. Battery switches and stuff. There is some scraped up paint right here. That's on a suction cup. If you run into trouble and you need a little extra boomph to with this ACR, you put it to the yellow mark and that'll give you enough to fire it on up. Okay, main house, 24-hour stove, on. You can turn those off. That's a relay there. And how many minutes do I got? 5. We got plenty. You got rear deck steer. So then when you want that one down, just push this down here. Oh, but I don't want to run it now anyway, so we'll forget that because we got the anchor out. That's one thing they got to figure out. I don't know if it's a voltage deal or that needs to be unwrapped and wound right, because it's like binding that up when you want to try the first couple feet. It could be a weight issue, need a little bit more weight on the anchor. Rocket launchers. And if you put this right here, cup holders everywhere. There's your antenna for your GPS, radar, PA horn, lights. DEC controls for the back. This does everything the one up front does. You can hit toolbars. You can get to your autopilot right there. Automatic circles if you want to. Kick out of that. Go home. You can go to sonar, which I turned off. So we go to sonar here. We say we just want it traditional. There you go. Now notice this is stopped right there. Boom. Hit your options. Go to transmit on. See how it's working? Look at that. That's a nice fish. Jesus, there's a couple. That's a dandy there. And then you got some bait, and that's a seal probably. So keep your eyes out for a seal. He'd be right behind us. That's awful big. And you can go over here and yeah, that's a nice fish there. That's bait and fish inside of that. So that works good. And then you can go into back, go to home, then you can go to left and right. There's those fish. You can go right there. You can tell how deep they are. They're somewhat to the left and to the right. Go back over here, go to clear view. Got that. Autopilot tile up here, a compass tape up here. And let's go to tools just for the fun of it. Go right in here, go to toolbars. I can go to autopilot or compass by adding here or removing. Close out, and I got Marpa set up on here. It's pretty high tech. I'll show you that as we go down there. So we go home, we can go to combos. We can go over here, and I set a couple of those up for you. So that way you got your vessel, you got your autopilot, you got your left and right, your traditional radar overlay. Oh, big jet coming in. And you got radar in blue. Oh, I spotted the plane. Ah, that's pretty good. And blue is birds. Yeah, I can see them over there. That's these little specks right there. If you look back, they're right there. And some over there. So this will pick up everything you want it to pick up. And 0, that means we're just stopped. Then we got 8 minutes. So this here, I'm gonna start once we start the motors. You got all the cabinets right here. You open this up and your settings are right here, and this is 12 volt and 110. You just put this button right here, the on button. Oh, got the fridge off. Got to turn it on right here. So then there must be one more switch back there, because that should have turned it on. There it goes. Boom. And that's your setting, your temperature settings. So anyway, it just takes a second. I'm going to leave that on for now. But what I'm going to do is maybe just start the motors real quick. You can hit one boom boom, or you can hit all. And then this has to be solid blue. If this blinks, that means you're probably in a gear back there. These are real touchy, so be careful. Got zip brakes, I'll show you those. Your Yamaha gauge tells you your total hours, gives auto trim, plus this is auto, so you can do everything. This is where this comes in handy. So if I'm running in the back, I can put this on auto, that's my trim tabs, put the auto trim on here. I can go to the back of the boat and run this, and this thing, I don't have to worry about it leaning sideways. It will auto trim itself, and then your main trim will go up. I got it to, I set that up to like 0 at 0, you know, dead stop. And then about 3,200, I went to about 15%, and then 4,200, I went to 30%, and then I went to 4,200, 50, 60%, I think, and then at 55, I went up to about 70, then 80 at 58. So all that's set. Now we're going to go to part 2. Boat Doctor, this is the 27 Pacific Explorer.